What's up, guys? We are live. It's Thanksgiving, guys. Happy Thanksgiving in the United States to all my American viewers, guys. Seriously. But today, we have a Thanksgiving special. Not only that, we also have a special guest, guys. I see some people coming in who just came in the building. I see A to the tracks. Jofo. That's right, guys. Sing along. The Jofo crew is in the building, guys. I think we got to go get Boozy, guys. Hey, what's up? Taco, by the way, is in the building. Speedy Sunday is also here. What's up, guys? So without further ado, guys, let's bring the leader, okay, of the Jofo in the Ring channel, which I pinned the link to the top of the chat. There is Jofo Podcast. I don't know why they don't have a mod. Let's mod them up, guys, okay? All right, guys, I need you to give a warm welcome to the king of the ring, okay? Frank Jofo.
Here we go.
Let's get ready to rumble, my friend. How are you?
Thanks for having me, Ange. Very good. Yourself?
I see the pops at the top. What pops do you have over there? I see some.
These are part of the Jofo podcast. Well, it's more of a. This one here is Adam Sandler when he was in Happy Gilmore. This one here, I think this is Will Smith, right?
Will
Men in Black. That's Jake the Snake, and then this one here is Bruno. Which one's this? That's Dr. Seuss.
Dr. Seuss.
Dr. Seuss.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
that's funny.
Right.
All right, so Frank,
the world title right over here.
Yeah, that's the world title. Who did you beat to get that, Frank?
Well, you know what? I had to. I pulled $1 Million Man, so I paid to win. So other than that, I didn't actually win the title, but
man, pay to win over here. This guy.
Any means necessary.
All right, so Frank, most of the people here know you from my channel, my live streams and stuff. But for those of the people that don't know you, please tell us about yourself, Frank.
Well, my name is Frank Jofo. I'm from Montreal, Quebec. And I love wrestling, and that's the reason why I started this show, because me and my good friend Selecta Brew, who wants to be known as Le Prod God. That's what his moniker is now. So me and Bruno, we were talking, and I was already on the Jofo podcast, the show. If anyone doesn't know what the Jofo podcast show is, they're on Monday nights, 9 p.m. on the Jofo podcast YouTube channel. I was doing Franks with Frank. So basically what I was doing is I was giving them questions on Frank situations. Well, basically like, who is this Frank? Basically, because obviously my name is Frank. So it was a whole thing with Frank. So then I built up, well, not to say I built up my name, but I got more
exposure.
Exactly, more exposure, and I was getting used to being on camera, being in front of the mic, and stuff like that. So what I was thinking, I go, what? We always love wrestling. We talk about wrestling like that's a podcast, right? It's like 2-3 friends talking amongst each other. So we go, why don't we start a wrestling podcast? So we started it, and the sky's the limit right now, and we're rocking and rolling, and things are going very, very well. We've branched out to our own YouTube page, Jofo in the Ring, so I'm very proud of that as well. Coming from the Jofo podcast, that helped us out immensely to get us.
Shout out to the Jofo podcast, guys.
Shout out to the Jofo podcast. Very good friends of mine. Honestly, I've known 8 to the Tracks. I think it's about 20 years I've known 8 to the Tracks. Bruno the same. Bruno the same thing. Tico I've known here and there, but I've got to know him obviously a lot more now. In the last couple of years that I've been doing the podcast with him, but and Kyle, I just met him this year, so you know what I mean. So you start meeting new friends, you start meeting some new contacts, and things are going well. I really can't complain. So yeah, that's about it.
Nice. I'm glad to hear that, Frank. Yeah. And Kyle, is he a comedian, Frank?
Kyle is a stand-up comedian, very well-known stand-up comedian in Montreal. Okay. Unfortunately, right now, because of the this pandemic red alert stuff that we're going through right now, he's not doing any stand-up, but having a platform to still be on the camera and still be in front of people, saying jokes and in the end talking about, and he's just a big wrestling fan, probably even a bigger one than me. We call him the Spoiler Alert, but his real moniker is the Encyclopedia of Professional Wrestling, because you could ask him, honestly, you could ask him 1992 who got eliminated in the Rumble number 5, he'll tell you. Like that's how good Kyle is. So to have someone like that on my side, on my team, and especially Selecta Brew, the prod god as well. So the whole recipe is there. You know, we have the back end, we have the editing, we have the social media, we have the we have the talent, and we have the brains, the spoilers, all that stuff. So everything's coming together. Wow. And like I said, the sky's the limit. So the number one rule in podcasting, what I know, what I've heard from other people, like I always say, the best episode that I watched, Jofo podcast, to me personally, is the one when Ralph Sutton from the Legion of Skanks, from Gas Digital, he was on there, and he said, you just have to keep doing it. It's one by one. You have to start. Once you start, keep doing it. Once you keep doing it, the sky's the limit. You know what I mean?
Did
and
you
then
say the Legion of Skanks? Is that what you said?
Legion of Skanks, the SDR show, and these guys are huge, man. These guys were doing podcasting before podcasting even existed. You know? So,
yeah. Cool. I know. Man. In my opinion, podcasting in Montreal, it's very new, dude. Like, if you ask, like, who's the main podcaster? Who's this, that? I wouldn't even be able to answer you that.
No, that's
someone was asking me, who would be the big woman podcaster? Who's the biggest one? And like I said, I wouldn't be able to name it. Like I don't.
No, that's it. There's just so many, right? But it's the ones that, like, look, like last week, it's on YouTube right now. It's on the Circle of Debate podcast. We're going to be putting it out on our page in a couple of days. We did a big podcasting stream with 5 different podcasters. So we had 10 screens with different podcasters, wrestling podcasters, and it was basically what they told me, it was the first time that so many people collaborated in a wrestling podcast ever. So I don't know if that is true, but it was great to be part of that kind of history for them, because I know, because you know what it is, in the end, it's, you have to support everybody. You can't be that guy and say, hey, I'm better than you, you know what I mean, and I don't care about anybody else. You need support. You need people like you. You need people like the Jofo podcast supporting each other, the Dirty Four as well. All great podcasts, you know what I mean? Everyone has their different vision of where they want to go, but you're not going to get there by yourself. You need help. Obviously, you need help, because we're not going to be on TV tomorrow. You know what I mean? But who knows one day? You know what I mean? Someone that, at least, if, let's say, for example, you make it on TV one day, and you say like, "Wow, I was on the Ange TV show. I helped them. You know what I mean? I supported them. You know, and vice versa, kind of thing, right? And that's the only way you're going to grow in the podcasting world.
Exactly. Liu Combati just came in. Shout out to Liu Combati. They also have a show, an Italian soap opera type show.
Oh,
you guys
wow.
check it out.
Yeah, I'll check it out.
So yeah, Frank, honestly, you're really inspiring me, dude. You have a lot to say about podcasting, about wrestling. You guys, honestly, are well equipped. I mean, I look at your background and I see you guys took the time to put up the wrestling magazines. You have the little screen to show your brand, and you obviously worked on your brand logo. You have the wrestling belt. It's like, wow, dude. Honestly, nice, man. You know,
slowly, you know what I mean? Like it's like you said, you start, but then you got to keep going. So then you start adding things, and you start adding a TV with the logo, and because that wasn't our original logo as well, So then we reached out to people, and then the best part is, like, we're reaching out to people, but now people are reaching out to us. Now,
exactly.
Hey, you know what? Hey, I've noticed you guys, and it's not like. You got the guys that are like, and you look at them and they're like, "Wow, this guy is reaching out to me." It's like, wow, it's very like humbling, you know what I mean? So like I said, we're just gonna keep the train going and see where it takes us, because like I said, Jofo in the Ring, Jofo podcast, it's one brand, Jofo, and like I said, we're rocking and rolling right now, so we're gonna keep the momentum.
So that's my next question, actually, Frank. I wanted to know how you got your name, because Jofo is like, Jofo in the Ring is branching off from Jofo podcast, correct?
Yes.
So I wanted to ask you, how did that happen? How did that collaboration?
Well, I'm not going to swear on your live stream, but it's.
Well, anyways, Frank, look over here, guys. You guys are, put your shoes away.
I'm sure everybody look.
And say what you want to say.
Jofo stands for just our opinion. So figure it out. The F.
Because
Is,
you know,
what I
you
mean?
guys already know this is like a very young live stream, eh? Like
So
there's
you
a
know what
lot
I
of
mean?
young
So,
viewers.
but that's what I'm saying. So I'm
It's
sure
very
everyone can figure
PG.
out what the F means. F. So yeah. So that's and it's basically that with everything, right? Like I
Yeah.
said, a lot of people will ask me, "Hey Frank, who's your Mount Rushmore of wrestling?" So I would say, like I always say, I say The Rock, I say Ric Flair, I say John Cena, and I say Stone Cold, or
Yeah.
even Hulk Hogan. But you know what? And then someone will say, "Hey, you know what? That's not the right answer." But it's opinion based. There's no
Exactly.
right answer. There's no wrong answer. So that's what it is. That's why
It's yeah.
Jofo is so great that you could speak your mind. Your opinion does matter, but anybody's opinion matters.
Yeah, and it's like a no BS raw.
Exactly.
Like this
Exactly.
is what I think. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And that's what I find really cool about your podcast, Jofo
Thank you, man.
podcast, and really unique.
Mm.
Was what I was gonna say. So yeah, so you were saying about Jofo that did you say how you met them? Were you mentioning that?
Well, I've met the first person out of everybody I met was eight. Well, actually, yeah, Eight to the Tracks was the first one I met. It was 20 years ago. These guys. I went to
Frank?
school. I
Oh,
graduated
okay.
in the year 2000 high school. Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
I graduated in the year 2000 in high school, and I was doing wrestling events.
Okay.
'Cause I was basically I thought I was going to be a professional wrestler, so I was doing wrestling events. I did a wrestling event at the school I was at, LaSalle Catholic, and we raised money for the graduating class that I was in.
Okay.
So basically, to the point where I knew that I wasn't making any money off this event because that's what I wanted to do. But as doing it at the school as a student, 16 years old, they're like, no, you can't do this as a as a business. You know, you're still in school and this and that. So
Yeah.
they said, okay, so if you want to, so I said, okay, what if I donate the money to the school, which is that year I was graduating, so it was going to my graduating class. So they said, okay, no problem. So me mentally, I said, I'm not making money off this. I go, we already did fundraisers and everything for the school and everything. So I said, I want as much people as possible to be at this event. So I
Okay.
charged 50 cents a ticket. 50
Wow.
cents a ticket. I had, and God's honest truth, you could ask Eight to the Tracks, you could ask Bruno. Bruno, there's a picture, I'll find it, I'll put it up on social media. There's a picture of Bruno in the front of this event,
Are you kidding me?
sitting in the front row 20 years ago. And it's crazy. And then the total amount of people we had was 350 kids after school,
Wow.
stayed at the school on the floor. We made a makeshift ring with mats and stages and everything. We had the volleyball nets. We wrapped them up and we put them as the ropes. It was a Royal Rumble, so it was in the gym, and we had the scoreboard as for the minute every minute the wrestler would come out with an announcer, the music. It was a big spectacle.
Wow.
Ask me where this thing is taped. It was on. This is the VHS days. So to find that VHS, like I have no evidence of any of this besides the pictures of Bruno on the floor watching and a couple of other people watching, and like, that's makeshift ring. But so after that, I did a second event, and Eight to the Tracks came
Okay.
with his friend Adriano, one of my other friends, and
Okay.
Bruno. And they were heckling us in the stands. But I go, who the hell are these guys? Heckling. You guys
What do you
like
mean by
heckling, like
heckling?
saying,
Like-
you guys suck. Like guys like, you know, like they're
they were trolling you.
busting
Yeah,
balls
okay.
and stuff like that. So every time there was a match, the guys would come in the back and they'd go like, Frank, who are those two guys over there? I'm like, I don't know who these guys are. Every single person told me the same thing. Who the hell are those two guys in the front row? I go, I don't know. But now they're pissing me off, you know?
Okay.
So at the end, I've done 3 events. This was my second event. And I went out and I greeted the people, thanking them for coming out and supporting us and that. Then I said, and one more thing. I want these 2 guys to come out from the front row, to come in the ring and talk and say what they're saying to us in the ring and see if they have enough balls to come and tell us.
Exactly.
They came in the ring, they caught a beating, and then this is where the friendship started, and yeah.
So that's how you met them. They were trolling you.
They were trolling you, and they you know what? 8 to the Tracks is still trolling. He's been trolling since the year 2000.
Yeah, I noticed he's a bit of a troll. 8 to the Track when he comes in live.
But he's a good troll. He's a good troll. Honestly, he's one of my best friends, and
you gotta love him.
Yeah, you gotta love him. We have the same kind of character, you know what I mean? But I'm more the good cop to his bad cop, but we're like the yin and yang. We do it for each other. So
Jofo says 8 to the Tracks trolling since 2003. Jesus. You know what? At that point, you were probably called a bully, and maybe I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. It was, but that's what it was. Like, because in wrestling, if you ever go to a wrestling event, that everybody is like that. It's like you're cheering for the good guy and you're booing the bad guy. So and at the time I was a bad guy in that event, and you know what I mean. And that's great, because I'm not telling them to do that. They're doing that on their own will and everything. So
it wasn't scripted or anything.
No, that's it. So that's why I like it. I appreciate stuff like that, and like when it comes back to the podcasting, a lot of people are like, I'm sure you have people that don't like what you're doing. Obviously, you know what I mean? But you know what? The haters are the ones that are tuning in. I'm sure half the people that's it. And that motivates you to even be better. So
if somebody's criticizing you, you must be doing something good, right?
Exactly. Somebody's watching. So I don't care. I don't care who's watching.
Norma Grabi says, Happy Thanksgiving to everyone from the United Arab Emirates.
Happy Thanksgiving to everybody.
Taco Man is also in the building.
Hey.
So Jofo, the next thing I wanted to ask you, actually, before I ask you about the beef that I hear to the grapevine weed, I just want to know a bit about what you do outside of Jofo the Ring.
Well, I'm a chef. I'm a cook. I've been cooking it's been about close to about 2 after I got out of high school, so maybe about 17, 18 years. Every single restaurant in Montreal, high end, low end, supper clubs. I've done it all, and ever since I found this job, I've been working on steamship boats now for the last 2 years now. Okay. And I've always said, if I knew about this job when I was younger, I would have never started in the restaurants, because the money and the freedom that you have with this kind of job doesn't even come close to what you have to do in the city. The city, you're working 40, 50 hours a week. This job here, the difference is about the boats is that I leave for maybe a month, 2 months, 3 months at a time, and then come back home, and I have a whole month off, or I'll have a whole 2 months off. You know what I mean? So like right now, I'm leaving next week. I'm leaving next week for 1 month. I'm gonna be on the boat for the whole month of December. So I'm gonna be on the boats Christmas and for New Year's as well. So yeah, so I'm gonna be, and it's not the first time I've done it. I've done that. My first time ever, I was on a boat. Mm-hmm. I celebrated Christmas in my room on the boat with 18 strangers. So
wow.
Yeah.
Is it safe on the boat?
It's very honestly, it's very safe. We have to get tested before we go on, because there has been some outbreaks on these boats. But that's because of stupidity by people, because you're not allowed to leave the boat. Some ports you're allowed, some ports you're not. But there were some people that left, and 18 people are still on the boat. That one person went to a bar, got drunk and everything, came back, and affected everybody after. So it's just one person that could screw everything up. But if everyone stays on the boat and everyone's safe and everyone's washing their hands and has their masks on and everything will be fine. And so far, I've been on the boats during the pandemic as well, and I've been okay. And the boats I've been on, nothing has happened yet. Knock on wood. So I'm still good to go. But no, because I love what I do. Like I said, I love to cook. I love to prepare food for people, and these guys here. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know them very personally, because I don't like to start personal relationships with these people, because I don't see them outside the boat, so I don't want to have to. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not that type of person. Like, I have my circle of friends, and I'm at that age where not to sound like a piece of shit or anything, but I have enough friends for now. You know what I mean? Like I don't need to make new friends. Like Jerry Seinfeld used to say, it's like I have my friends. I don't need any more friends. Like,
Yeah. Well, you know what? Honestly, Frank, I mean, to me, I wouldn't even give the definition friend to anybody. Like I have colleagues.
Yeah,
I have
exactly.
YouTube friends,
Exactly.
YouTube viewers. I don't know. Just like to me, it's family. That's to me, that's family is what's really.
Well, look, the most. I'm sure the people that support you the most, and it's the same thing for me. It's the same thing for Jofo podcast. All these people that support us are not people that I'm calling every day or I see them every day, right? That's why I really appreciate all these supporters out there, and I want to say thank you to them because honestly, like without them. I wouldn't be sitting here on your show. You wouldn't have a show. I wouldn't have it. Like, it's because of the support of all these people. And you know what? Sometimes I joke around, like my good friends. I know how many times I tell them, come watch me on Wednesday. Like, oh, Frank, I haven't seen you in 3 weeks. I go, well, I'm on YouTube twice a week sometimes. I go, come check me out on YouTube. You know what I mean? So, but the people that are supporting me are the people that I don't really communicate on a daily basis, like friends wise, but I honestly appreciate them immensely.
Yeah. And you see like people over here, they're talking, what's your snap with that? People tell me they come on my live stream and they make friends. Like it's incredible.
But yeah, that's it. It's networking, right? Social networking, right? Because you're on one show, you go on to another one, you bring those people to here to support you, then they're gonna support the next person. You know, that's it's the circle of life, right? There's
a lot to it. Right? There's a lot to it. YouTube is like it's a book with endless pages. You know, you probably never find out everything.
Well, so I'm saying we probably discovered 1% of Facebook. You know what I mean? And we think we've done it all on Facebook. Well, I imagine I'm sure there's from the United States, United Kingdom, like this past Sunday. We had the live stream for Survivor Series. We had Jess Sorrell from Australia, all the way from Australia. Shout outs to Jess Sorrell. And we had somebody from Ghana. We had somebody from Aruba. We had somebody from India. We had somebody from Cameroon. Someone from the United Kingdom. Someone from the States, Mexico. You know what I mean? So it's very humbling to know that everyone around the world is discovering our brand, Jofo in the Ring, and supporting us, because obviously you can't force somebody to like you, right? You have to give them content, and you gotta. The consistency has to be there. So, to me, if we just keep on doing what we're doing, I know we'll be successful in the future. So,
and it's like you said, Frank. Consistency is everything. One day that you don't go on me, it's a whole whirlwind after. You know, like
because look, let's say you stop one day, one week or two. Like, I'm gonna take a break for 2 weeks. That 2 weeks, those people that come and see you, they're gonna like, okay, Ange's not here or Frank's not here. I'm gonna go to someone else, and then they're gonna do the same thing to them, and then you lose your place in the ranking kind of thing. You know, so you have to keep doing it. You gotta as much as people sometimes maybe don't want you to be on. Just be on. Who cares, man? It's not by that one person. That one person that hates you, there's 10 people that like you. So
it's like Norma Grabi said, users who submit the best content.
Exactly.
It's true. They're gonna go to the people. That's why you say quality this, quality that, background, all kinds of stuff. It does matter at the end of the day.
Exactly.
It's like a race. It's like a duck race. You want to win that duck race.
Exactly.
Exactly. But interesting about Snapchat, because Noor's saying Snapchat is giving away $1 million per day to users who post content using the new Spotlight feature. Did you hear about it, Frank?
I didn't, honestly. That's one thing I have not been dabbling in is Snapchat. I haven't. $1 million a day. Maybe I should look into that.
Well, I actually saw this on the news. I'm not a big Snapchat guy. I mean, maybe I used to do things that I probably don't do anymore on Snapchat.
Yeah.
But I'm saying that's what it was used for before. You send a picture and then it's hidden. You don't see it again.
Yeah,
but they forget that people take screenshots. But anyway, that's
the thing. That's the thing. Like Instagram stories, right? That's why a lot of people they do stories, but then the story goes away after 24 hours, or unless you put it in your Instagram story or whatever. But what's the point of that? Like that's why I'm not as excited as I am to post something on Instagram than I am on Twitter or Facebook, because those are the ones that are going to help us grow. Instagram, I always find it's more of a local social media. You know what I mean? Like I'm not going to be able to connect with somebody from Australia or India or Aruba like I did on Sunday, you know, because we were on Twitter. Twitter, it's when you hear somebody say, "Hey, Donald Trump said something stupid on Twitter." Did he say something stupid on Facebook? No, it's always Twitter. Twitter, say somebody tweeted. So I saw this tweet. So my mind is, let me go hard on Twitter.
Mhm.
Bruno is our guy on Facebook, and we collaborate on Instagram as well. We're starting now, and in the month of Well, we're starting now to start it in January. We're going to be doing something great on Twitch
Really?
with wrestling games.
Nice.
Wrestling games, yes, it's going to be pretty cool. Like montages of stuff, and it's going to be pretty cool. If you're into wrestling games and Twitch and that, we're going to be getting that out 2021 January. That's 100%.
Because I'm hearing Twitch is great. Twitch is something.
Twitch is like it's like YouTube, right? But it's
a competitor.
It's a competitor, right? But it's got a different genre of people too, right? Like the gaming world won't come here and watch people. Like you're not going to see people playing games on YouTube, right? As much as Twitter.
Exactly.
Maybe there is. I don't know. I don't know.
Well,
I'm still trying to learn too, right? So
are you talking about gaming, Frank?
yes, on Twitch and stuff
Gaming
like that.
on YouTube, it's pretty big. I mean, well, it's because gaming is big, right? But
Well, because you hear it more on Twitch than on YouTube, right?
of course, yeah.
But you could do everything you're doing on YouTube on Twitch as well. So it's an extra platform to get yourself out there, right? So that's where our mentality is. So we like to we dabbled into the video games too sometimes. Eight to the Tracks is very big on video games on the computer and on PlayStation as well. So yeah, that's so that we're starting something an extra layer to our
And
Joe
I
Ring
actually
repertoire.
started gaming as well. I started with Among Us now. Some of the smaller games like COD Mobile, they're like computer games.
Oh, the guys play Jofo. We have a Jofo on Discord. We have a Jofo Nation on Discord, and we'll set it up. Maybe you could play with them too, because they're always looking for people to play. Yeah, they have. It's a big crowd on there too. Discord too is another thing that I'm still trying to learn as well. Like I said, that stuff there is the brains behind that is all Bruno and all Eight to the Tracks.
Okay.
And like I said, once I see something that's the type of person I am. If I see something that it's good for the brand and for obviously for myself and everybody around me, I'm gonna dabble into it. I'm gonna see if is it worth doing this, and it looks like it is. So that's why we're planning it slowly for the beginning of January, and we're gonna be coming out with something huge in January for Twitch. On that.
Okay, Life Anaya, shout out to her, guys. She came in the building. She wants a little hello.
Hey, how are you? How are you? How's it
Happy
going?
Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving to everybody.
All right, Jofo dropped a little link over here. Join the Jofo Nation Discord.
There you go.
There's the link, guys. Now,
there's the link.
I want to remind you guys, if you want to check out Jofo in the Ring, the channel, that's Frank Jofo, go and check the pinned comment on this live stream, okay? Click that link, and it'll take you right to Jofo in the Ring. You could see all of what we were talking about, okay? And like I said, Frank Jofo is here. He's our guest. It is Thanksgiving, guys. For those of you coming in, happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving to everybody.
Right. All right, Frank, my next question for you, okay? Oh, my God. Jess Sorrell just came in.
Jess Sorrell.
Ange killed 2 8 to the Tracks and Among Us. Okay? Jess Sorrell just came in. Mega shout out to her.
Our biggest fan, I have to say, the support she gives us, man. Honestly, I couldn't even. Some of my very good friends don't even support us as good as Jess Sorrell, and I'm very, very.
It's funny how strangers support us much more.
You know what?
You were saying about the family there.
Yeah.
Me, it's a bit different. Okay, my family supports me a bit less than the actual support, the viewers. And that's what's interesting. Or my friends. I wouldn't say everybody in my family, but there's certain people in my family that are just either not supportive or maybe even not interested. Not everybody's interested in going on YouTube and this, that, whatever. But that's interesting. Now, before I get into my next question, we have another question here. Ryu Cat, okay, he's asking Jofo. So I don't know if he's asking Jofo in the Ring, but he's asking the brand, okay?
Yeah.
He's asking if there could be an Asian actor.
Like an Asian, like someone to come on the show, or
okay, because he's under the impression that you're a show, right? His name's Ryu Cat. He's from Japan.
Well, we're not a sitcom, you know what I mean? But we're a podcast. But if honestly, we just finished doing an interview with someone from India, an Indian wrestler from India, actually from India. So we're branching out. Like honestly, if it sounds good to us to have somebody on from China or whatever, wherever she's from or he's from, why not? I don't mind. The more the merrier for me.
He's a 14-year-old boy. He's using an app to turn to a girl. He's a very clumsy guy.
That's okay. I don't judge. I don't judge.
You actually made a picture of me, Ryocat. Can you change your logo, the symbol to what do you call it? Your profile pic to the me as a girl. I was dying. He sent me a picture of me as a girl. I was dying. But actually, that's pretty damn good.
That's amazing. You know what? Because you're not asking these people to do this for you, Ange. So that means you're doing something right. It's like I don't know if you saw the Torelli picks is another one. Torelli picks took some of our picks and made them into like wrestling ones with our face and everything, DX, Triple H and stuff. So it's pretty cool to see like, hey man, like wow, people actually that means people actually like what we're doing, and that's very humbling to me, and that makes it keeps me motivated to keep doing this, right? So, and
I was making meme videos because Ryocat's like the king of memes.
Okay.
And he made so many memes, I was making videos of them. Like it was crazy, and people were laughing and everything.
Eight to the Tracks was timed out by Raul for 300 seconds. Poor Eight to the Tracks.
Okay, here's the thing, Frank. I'm on the StreamYard, right? So on the StreamYard, I don't see who gets timed out.
Oh, okay. It says Raul YouTube, so I don't know.
Let's go check.
I see it on the screen.
On YouTube. Okay. Oh my God.
Poor Eight to the Tracks.
Okay, definitely have a hacker banning Tracks. So this is what we're gonna do. Oh, he's hidden. Okay, let me unhide him and then make him a moderator. There we go. So yeah, there's actually somebody, Frank. Listen, I think I know who it is. I'm pretty sure I know who it is. Okay. He's able to hack. Okay, so every time you guys come in here and you see whatever Jofo, timed out McNikram, whatever, it's this hacker. So he's trying to cause confusion.
Is it McNikram?
No, it's not McNikram, bro.
Okay.
It's a hacker that's trying to cause confusion, so he times people out to get people in fights. You understand?
Oh my God.
That's what I figured out. Because I said, it can't be.
You know what? That's not happening to us on Jofo, so you must be on another level than us. That means you made it, Ange. That means you made it, fuck. People want to sabotage you, fuck. It's just crazy, fuck.
Listen, Tracks will be able to come in pretty soon. We'll have to wait 300 seconds.
Oh, my God.
And I didn't notice that it was World War III in the chat. Like, I'm checking the
Unbelievable, fuck. Wow.
Oh my God. Okay.
You know you made it, man. You know you made it when this happens. I'll tell you that.
Okay. Raul is in the building. What's up, Raul? He said, yeah. Okay. Oh, poor Tracks. Driver Sensei, hate Jofo. Please help me, Driver Sensei. Okay. He always talks about this Driver Sensei, Ryocat. Like it's like his sworn enemy.
Driver Sensei?
Oh, yeah, Driver Sensei, hate Ange TV show.
So a Driver Sensei, maybe the driver instructor?
No, but do you know who Driver Sensei is on YouTube? Or you have no idea?
No, I can't. I was just presuming Driver Sensei, like driver teacher, maybe. Sensei or
from West Virginia. He's on YouTube. Go check him out.
Okay, I'll check it out.
He does like giveaways, but apparently Ryocat says he does fake giveaways.
Oh, okay. So they're scamming the system, basically saying, okay, we're doing a giveaway, like, subscribe, follow this and that, and then he doesn't give anything out.
Yeah, I don't know, something like that. You gotta ask Ryocat, but he was saying something when I was dying.
There's a lot of people out there. Yeah, like that. That's why. Yeah, of course, man. Of course, there's a lot of people. You know, when you get those calls from people that say you're gonna go to jail, your social insurance number, this and that. I get one of those maybe once a day. Okay. And sometimes I'm like, okay, but did I do something wrong? No, I'm just like, okay, it's you know, like they're trying to scam you, right? And there's people that are very naive enough to say, oh my God, I don't want to go to jail. I got to call this guy back, give him money, this and that. And they steal your identity after and your score after. So. And
what I was talking about Jofo, actually. Jofo, I could see that they're almost at 1,000 subscribers. Did they?
We're getting there slowly. You know, it's honestly, like, I'm sure how it was for you. Like, I'm sure the first 900 were the easiest ones. Then to get over that hump too, right? It's like us right now. We're almost at 200 subscribers. We started, I think, a month and a half ago. So to me, it's like, wow, like, it's very overwhelming. Like, it's very humbling to see, like, wow, 200 subscribers just like that. But it's gonna obviously the more work you put in, the more subscribers you're gonna get, right? If you just sit here and just wait for people to subscribe to you, it's not gonna happen. You gotta reach out. You gotta, like I said before, you gotta support, and you gotta show your support to other people so that they support you. And it's like I said, it's a cycle, man. It's a cycle. Yeah. So
reading in retail, guys. Crystal Domingo is in the building. How are you? Happy Thanksgiving, dear. And we have Tracks. He said, Raw, come at me. Okay. So you guys are starting beef. Everyone we have get. Okay, that's cool. Raw said, I'll eat your babies. Okay.
Savage.
Oh my God. Snapchat, no have only us on Snapchat app. Okay. 8 to the tracks, come and make an appearance. Listen, guys,
Hey.
I could drop the link, but I'm sure we'll get like 16 trolls, and they'll probably all say the same name. You know?
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
Hi, Tracks. Welcome back. Yeah, he's back because he was timed out like a bad boy. Oh my God. Reading Retail says full and sweepy. Okay, yeah, of course. I mean, with all that turkey, the turkey, the cranberry sauce.
Oh, yeah, the naps, the nice nap.
I feel like having a second Thanksgiving. You know what I mean?
Honestly,
Like,
I'm craving turkey. Just see all these turkey pictures on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter today. Meek, and then a nice nap after, Ange. No, bicchiere di vino.
Bella. I love stuffing, bro.
Yeah.
So Jess Sorrell said, "Hi, sexy boy, boo boo tracks."
That's 8 to the Tracks' is a nickname now. Sexy boy, boo boo tracks. I don't know if he likes it or not, but
okay, but who does she like more, Tracks or Teak?
Tracks.
What the hell, Jofo in the ring? Is that the real one? Hang on a second.
Yeah, this is a little thing that somebody made for us.
Oh, okay, yeah.
That's sexy boy, boo boo tracks right there.
Okay. Any hope that this was monetized is now out the window. Very funny, very funny. Who made it? Frank.
Ganji made us. It's one of our fans on Jofo podcast. Like I said, it's like guys that are reaching out to us and want to do these things for us. So it's very humbling, and I'm very grateful for people like that guy Ganji. Jess Sorrell is sending us a package from Australia with candies, T-shirts, a little care package from Australia. And like I said, I'm very grateful to have people like this, and now I could call them my friends. Now, you know what I mean? Like very good podcasting friends and people I could reach out to, and and I'm very grateful, man. Like I didn't ask her to send me anything, and she's sending us all kinds of goodies and Vegemite and all this stuff that I've never heard of. But I'm gonna try it and see what what it is, what it's all about there in Australia, what's going on there. I'd love to go to Australia one day, but we'll see when all this pandemic stuff stops there. But yeah.
So Ryocat says, "I'm called Asian to sub to Jofo."
Nice. Sub to Jofo in the ring. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Ryocat. I appreciate that. Send the army.
Thank you.
Okay, Norris said, "Game developers Bitmoji Party, Bitmoji Tennis, and some other gamers are made by Snapchat. Zombie Rescue Squad and Ready Set Golf are made by Pickpock." What's Pickpock?
Pickpock.
Snake Squad is made by Game Closure, Alpha Bear, Huss. Okay, I didn't know that. We don't eat turkey, we eat prime rib. Oh, really?
Ooh.
Reading Retail. I didn't know that.
That's all right.
Frank, have you ever gone to Rubs?
Rubs.
It's a restaurant in Montreal.
No.
Bro,
I never even heard of it. I never even heard of it.
You have to go. It's
you know what it is? Ange? As a guy that works in restaurants, I'm not a guy. Like I have my specific restaurants that I go to. Like I don't go to I know a lot of people like to go to different restaurants and try new things. I'm the type of guy, if I like something, I always go back to it. Like me, I'm a Momesso sub guy.
Oh yeah,
or a Market Jan's in LaSalle, or Shooter's sandwich in Villamard. When I like something, when I crave that sandwich, I'll go to that place. I won't try a new place and hopefully probably be disappointed.
Yeah,
in that
you're right.
Sandwich, right? If I know it's good, I'm gonna go back to it because I know it's gonna taste the same, and then you know what I mean. That taste, pasta. I probably never ordered a plate of pasta in my life at a restaurant. I've always eaten a plate of pasta at my mother's house, or I'll make it myself. And of course, my brother. I don't know if you know. He has Pasta Amalfi on Instagram, and he makes homemade pasta from scratch, sausages from scratch, granita, you name it. He does it, cheese, everything. So it's my brother is the actual, real, top-notch chef. I just tried to pretend to be the chef that he is. So.
All right, we're going on a lot of comments, but my next question for you, Frank.
Yes.
Tell me about this D-Rasa beef.
Oh, D-Rasa. You know what? So D-Rasa was on Jofo podcast last Monday, and we were friends. Like, I don't know where this all came from. I never said anything to provoke this guy, so maybe he thinks that. And it started because I lost in a trivia challenge to Select a Brew, our producer. He called me out on trivia. We did a trivia match. We did an episode on it. He ended up beating me. Look, I don't feel good about it. He beat me in the trivia. It is what it is. But then like I said, you have the trolls, you have the people that just want to throw in their 2 cents, and he threw in his 2 cents. I'm like, okay, I thought he was joking. Then after that, he goes on the Jofo podcast and calls me out. So then I go, okay, if you want to call me out, I go, why don't you come on the live stream, like something like this, while we were doing Survivor Series on Sunday, and coincidentally, and that's just another thing. Someone has to be involved. Someone is screwing me over here in the Jofo podcast here because the door was left open. I didn't know. I'm telling you right now, personally, I didn't know that he was coming to the studio because he's been to the studio before. So somebody sandbagged me here. So I don't know who it is, but we're going to find out sooner or later. But he came here, and I thought we were friends. I honestly didn't think that was going to happen. So he came here, he talked his shit, and I thought, okay, it's going to be a wrestling thing, this and that. And then he slapped me out. Fuck. I go, oh my God. I go, I didn't know how to react. So I don't know. And then he stormed right out, and that's the last I've seen of him throughout the whole week. So now it's like I'm looking out the window to see if he's there. Like, you know what I mean? The kind of thing like that. But so basically, he thinks that he's a better. He thinks he's better at me in wrestling trivia. I'm not the best at wrestling trivia. I'm not the type of guy to. I know what I have to know, right? But and if I don't know it, I'll research it and I'll study it, right? But like I said, Kyle is the encyclopedia of wrestling for Jofo in the ring. So kind of means that he doesn't want to go against Kyle, but he wants to go against someone he could beat. So I told him, I go, if you want to challenge me in a trivia, let's do it. I go, I don't want to fight. I'm a lover, not a fighter, you know. So. But he came in and disrespected the show and everything, and he slapped me out. He slapped me. You know what I mean? Like, it just goes to show what's going on. But like I said, there's someone in that one of my core friends here set that up. Okay. And nobody's talking here. So I'm gonna get to the bottom of it. So
an episode where you see him come in and everything.
Well, because the way it is right now, I'm looking at you here and I see the front door. Yeah. When we heard the knock on the door, we weren't expecting anybody. Okay. So I'm like, who the hell is this? And then he walks in. But I told him to come on the live stream, like something like this. We'll patch him in and whatever. We'll do something like to get the fans going. But to the point where he came and tried to intimidate me. The kid, he's a kid. Like, I don't know, man. I don't know.
Yeah, I saw the video. And then now what's going on? You guys have a fight? What's the story?
Whatever. We're not talking anymore now, but we're eventually gonna set it up from when I come back on the boat. A trivia match between me, myself, Frank Jofo, and D Rasa, and see who the better man is. You know what I mean? That's the only way. That's the only way we're gonna find out. Everyone could talk. Everyone could go back and forth. Everyone could come slap me on live stream. But as long as I win that one match, everything will be fine. So. Yeah. So we'll see.
So guys, just to let you know, Jofo Podcast, who's the father company of Jofo in the Ring, they do Jofo Jeopardy, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so they do Jofo Jeopardy, they do Jofo Trivia, they do plenty of fun things, guys. Check out the Jofo Podcast as well.
Yeah,
I want to give some quick shout outs to people that came in, some support. We have Chrissy Eats ASMR. What's up, Chrissy? Very, very nice support of mine. She was actually one of the first super chatters. So shout out to her. Wow. Shout out to her. We have Adrienne Villanueva Vlogs, who's a member. Everyone thumbs down the live. Hey. No, you mean thumbs up the live, Adrienne, thumbs up, right? Thumbs up. She's like a little sarcastic bunny, but I love her. That's like Jay Wild, too. I love Jay Wild. He's a joker. He's hilarious, bro. Norris still needs help with her Snapchat. And I was telling you guys that Snapchat is going to have an algorithm. So they're enticing influencers, which, guys, we all know that influencers is what makes a social media platform take off and worth it, right? So now they're trying to say, let me compete with Instagram's Reels and Facebook and all these. I think YouTube has the shorts now.
Well, Ange,
so they're trying to compete, and they're offering to pay people to monetize people on Snapchat.
On Twitter right now, they have the stories they have on Instagram, like the stories at the top. Now they have that on Twitter. They just started that now, and it's weird. Okay. But like you said, people just want to because everyone's at home now. Everyone's starting podcasts. Everybody wants to be the next big star. So they're catering to these people at home. So it's actually pretty good for people like us. That we're doing something like this, and it helps us grow too at the same time.
Yeah. It's funny, Frank, because like like a lot of people are saying they had trouble during the pandemic.
Yeah.
It's actually a question I'm going to ask you later, but for me, I mean, I work at the hospital and I started YouTube, so I did not get affected by it.
No, that's it. That's it.
It was actually really good to me. So
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, it's a bad thing that's going on, but I'm just saying for me personally, it did not affect me. So it actually gave me a boost for some reason. But anyways.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. There's a lot of action over here. Let's see. Okay, Ryocat says, Jofo, you're fired. Okay,
You're fired.
He's saying a line from Daily Struggles. It's a show by, Bobby Short Shorts.
Yes,
Robert D'Alessio.
of course.
His show, I'm there, and I say, Claudio. Like, I point to Claudio. I go, you're fired. So now he's making a joke. He's saying, Jofo, you're fired.
That's the Vince McMahon. Vince McMahon used to say that. I used to say, select a brew, you're fired. It was the whole thing he used to do, Vince McMahon, back in the day.
Guess whose school closed down early because all the teachers and students have the cough.
The cough.
So that's a huge topic right now. I mean, the schools, they should have closed a long time ago. We all know that's where it's coming from.
I know.
Everyone, subscribers of Live Now. By the way, guys, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and hit the bell, right, Frank?
That's it. Hit that bell for all those notifications.
When I go live and when I drop videos, right? Or else you're just dead weight on my subscriber count.
I have to say, Ange, just looking at all these people in the chat, man, you got a very good following, man. You're doing something right, man. I'm very proud to be on the show right now. Honestly, man. Thank you again, man.
Some of these people have been there since day one. Seriously.
That's it, man. That's what it is, man. You're doing something good, man. Keep it up, buddy.
And you got even my brother Jerry. He says Minga Ange is in the building.
Ooh, that's your brother?
Yeah, he never comes on
man. You. Oh wow. What's going on, Jerry?
Oh my god. Damn, Naya. Okay, so Adrian is starting again. They have a little beef. Adrian and Naya. Naya is saying you can't cook. Adrian can't cook. Okay, we have a little question over here.
Here we go.
Hey, Frank Jofo, my question for you is, would you be willing to get in the ring with the Ange TV show?
You know what? Maybe Ange could be he could be my manager or something like that, or not against each other. There's no point of going against each other, but yeah, you know what? Maybe one day, you never know. The speculation will be there. Winner take all.
All you need, Frank, is a bit of snow, bro. Yeah. When I grew up in elementary school, when it used to snow, we used to wrestle in the schoolyard.
Oh yeah.
Bro, we used to have Royal Rumbles of like 400 people.
Every single day in high school, that's what we used to do in class.
And I was the big kid, so I was always the hard kid to get rid of.
We used to write down what we were gonna do at lunch. We used to go eat lunch, and then we used to put posters up before we go to lunch, so everyone used to see. Okay, 1 o'clock, be outside, because myself and another guy would be fighting, and we do like a whole thing and everything. Yeah, so people, that's how it started with us in high school. So you were like, wow, I personally, I was voted most likely to be a tag team wrestler in wrestling in my yearbook in high school. And what's crazy is that I still talk to the guy that I was supposed to be tag team champions with. His name is Danny Malazzi, and he's a very good friend of mine. He's the Big Show. He hasn't been on the show yet, but because of this whole pandemic thing. But once it's done, he's going to be coming onto the show. I graduated with him in 20 years ago, so he's a very good friend of mine. And we both liked wrestling, and we were both doing it together. And like I said, once we did it once, people didn't like it. Okay, then you stop or whatever, or you just try to switch it up a bit. But people were like, "Okay, when's the next one? When's the next one? When's the next one?" So we just do it every lunch for a month, 2 months, and then after that, like I said, we did the first event. We got 350 people, and then we did the second event, which there was a snowstorm that day. I was supposed to get the actual wrestling ring, but there was a snowstorm that day. The ring was supposed to come from Three Rivers. And the guy canceled on me last second, so I had to go and get that same contraption of a ring that I made the first time out of mats and all that crap at the school. Bring it there and do it. Then the third one, I got the ring. 400 people paid $10-15 a ticket. 400 people around the ring, a ramp, music, lights, the whole 9 yards, and here we are today. Fuck so.
So Ryocat said, "Hey, Frank Jofo." Can add Driver Sensei super villain of your show. You're a superhero, Jofo Frank.
Ah, thank you very much. I'm a superhero. You know what? That's very humbling. If I was a wrestler, I'd probably be a good guy. So that's very good. That's very good.
So Taco, by the way, said truth or dare. I'll take a dare.
Ooh.
Actually, I don't like truth. Oh my god! A 16-year-old girl has become the first TikTok user to cross the 100 million subscriber.
Wow,
Yeah, that is Charlie D'Amelio.
amazing.
Guys. That's right, and she was crying because she went from 98 million to 97 million when she had that. Did you hear about the dinner with the D'Amelios?
No.
They had a dinner with their chef,
Okay.
the D'Amelio family, and she basically insulted the chef because there was a snail. She ate a snail. She didn't like it.
And this was all on TikTok?
This was on like YouTube. It was a special.
Okay.
It was called Dinner with the D'Amelios. It was her and her family.
Okay.
They ate the snail and she didn't like it, so she spat it out. And then people said she was rude to the chef.
Ooh.
So she lost like 1 million followers. But then she got back now to 100 million followers.
So she lost 1 million followers. So she went from 100 million to 99 million, basically. What?
It's 97 and then to 100. So now she's at 100.
Yeah, but it's not like you from going from 1,000 to 0 kind of thing. Her, she went from 98 million to 97 million. She still has 97 million followers, no?
Jerry said, my brother said, Jofo, you're a wrestler? No, he's not a wrestler, guys. He does Jofo in the ring. He's a commentator.
But I was, like I said, those events that I did, those 3 events, I wrestled in those events as well.
Okay, and by the way, Frank, you were saying you want to be you wanted to be a wrestler, right?
I always wanted, it's like I want to make the NHL. I want to be in, I want to win the World Cup or something. I wanted to be a professional wrestler. And honestly, it's there's a guy DDP. He started wrestling Bruno when he was 35 years old, I think. 35 years old. I'm 37. You know what I mean? All it takes is maybe a good 6 months of good training. I know that in Montreal we have a couple of dojos. It's TCB dojo from Drew Onyx, and we have another one from the IWS dojo that people around Montreal could go to. But because of this pandemic, it's a little hard for us to do that. But and me with the work that I do too as well. Like I said, I'm leaving next week, so it's not like I could say okay, But I honestly, like, if I know I'm going to be off for the next 2-3 months, when I do come back, I'm definitely going to go to this dojo and see what I got and see if I'm able to do it. Because I remember when I did it 20 years ago, I was a little bit more in shape and a little bit more younger too, right? So we'll see what my body could give, and we'll see where it takes us. We never know.
First of all, Ross said Jofo is like the most amazing podcast in podcast history.
I appreciate that, man. Thanks, man.
And Life and I,
the second best podcast, the Ange TV show.
There you go. Life and I was saying her dog ate her food. That's how bad it is. Oh my god. Ryocat is saying, "Hey Frank Jofo, let's play Jofo agree or disagree."
Whenever you want.
Oh my god. Dare you to watch Mortal Kombat 11 trailer on stream?
I think that's a good idea.
I can't do that right now, Taco, because of copyright claims.
Yeah,
guys, we actually had a run-in with a copyright claim.
Okay. See, Ange, that's the same thing with the wrestling thing that I do on the pay-per-views.
Yeah.
We can't put, I would love to put the pay-per-view on the screen, but then, how fast it happens. In literally a second later, you put it, you're off. And then they can even kick you off YouTube, and I don't think that's what we want to do. So it's...
Okay.
But a lot of people do that, and I don't know why they do that, though. But you just get copyrights, and you get strikes, and then you get kicked out of YouTube. And a lot of people are barred because of that, and it's not good for you.
Okay, my brother said, I know a dojo called TCBY.
TCBY.
What do you mean, a dojo?
The wrestling, they're called dojos, like not like karate dojos or anything, but like wrestling schools are more or less called dojos now. I don't know about before, but
what is that? Do you know?
I've never heard of that TCBY. It could be the one I was talking about. It's called Torture Wrestling Dojo. It's in Montreal. I forget where exactly where it is, but we just had him on the show. He's going to be out next week. Actually, Drew Onyx. He's actually a big. He's like royalty in Canadian wrestling in Canada. So.
Oh, it's a frozen yogurt, please.
Oh, okay. You're getting me hungry now.
I got a girlfriend.
Hey.
What's up, Sage? We have breaking news. Sage has a girlfriend. Listen, Sage, I'm really proud of you. Seriously.
Off the market.
Sorry, Sage is off the market. That's right. Ange, I am going to tackle Frank the ground if he comes to Australia, or I come to Montreal, Canada.
Wow. Jesus. Hey, you
Bro,
know what? They're big rugby fans in Australia, so that's going to be a hard tackle. I'll tell you that.
Frank, you're getting a bodyguard. Bro. You need the boozy guys to come in.
Oh man! Oh man!
Oh my god!
The tackler, Jess.
So, Frank, I really want to know, man, what do you prefer? Okay, because I know that you watch wrestling religiously, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you follow it.
Yeah, of course.
So, what do you like better, old school wrestling or the modern stuff that they have right now?
I'm an old school guy all the way, man. Like I said, a lot of people like me in my age group, I've started watching wrestling in like, let's say, early 90s, even late 90s, but then stopped watching it because it got to a point where that Attitude Era stopped and it went PG-13. So everyone was like, I don't like this anymore. So they stopped watching it. I kept on watching it. So to me, it's like if I could choose one era, I would go back to the Attitude Era, probably even a little bit before the Attitude Era when there was Bret Hart and Hulk Hogan and WWE, Ric Flair, the original Undertaker when he used to come out back in the day.
Exactly.
I'm telling you, my favorite. When you hear that boom, it's like, oh, you're all scared. You're all scared, and the way it is now. Yeah. It's a lot of them are out on social media. So a guy like The Undertaker that used to say, "You will rest in peace." Now he's talking all normal. It's like, well, that's not The Undertaker. So once you figure that out, it's like Santa Claus, right? Once you figure out Santa Claus doesn't exist, you know.
Now it's your dad.
You know what I mean? But that's my dad was the first one who brought me to these. Used to bring me to the bars. Used to go be playing cards, and coincidentally, it was a Sunday, and I used to watch the pay-per-views on those illegal black boxes there. Remember back in the day, everyone had one there. So they has to have, and I go, put the Royal Rumble on, you know? So I used to watch the Royal Rumble, and that's how I got into it. And like I said, I was seriously afraid of The Undertaker. When he beat Hulk Hogan, I don't know how, I don't know, I forget what year it was. Like, that's why I have Kyle telling me those years. But I remember Hulk Hogan never used to lose. If Hulk Hogan lost, it was the end of the world. So it never happened. Undertaker beats Hulk Hogan, and you see in the crowd, kids, parents crying because Undertaker beat Hulk Hogan, because Hulk Hogan was like the god, our hero of wrestling.
He was like our wrestling.
That's another, like, rest in peace Maradona, you know. But it's just like things like that. It's like Hulk Hogan was like, you believed everything he said. Eat your vitamins, say your prayers, you know, and you're gonna get strong and everything. So it's like a superhero like Batman or Superman, but mine was Hulk Hogan, and the bad guys, we all hated the bad guys. But now in this generation, I have to say the wrestlers I like the most are the bad guys, because because they're entertaining now. Because now, remember when it used to call World Wrestling Federation? Now it's called World Wrestling Entertainment. So it's entertaining now. It's not more. It's entertaining first, and then it's wrestling. So now these entertainers, they're entertaining me. So I like them. They had guys like MJF and AEW. Great guy, hated by everybody. I love him. Chris Jericho, the same thing. I love him. Bad guy. You know. Roman Reigns, the same thing. CM Punk back in the day. Stone Cold Steve Austin originally was supposed to be a good guy. But because the crowd liked him so much, they had no choice to switch the things around to make him. He was a bad guy, but getting cheered. It never happened before.
So there's so much backstory. It's crazy.
That's what I'm saying now. Okay? It's a lot different from when it was in the old school era, where old school, if you're a good guy, you're getting cheered. If you're a bad guy, you're getting booed. Nowadays, if you're a bad guy, there's sometimes and there's a lot of bad guys that portray bad on TV that are getting cheered by the fans, because now the fans dictate what's going on. Because if they cheer, how are you going to stop 20,000 people from cheering somebody? You can't. So you have to go along with it. So things change, and you have to adapt, and that's how it is now in wrestling now. So it's crazy.
Being bad having an attitude is the cool. It's like that. That's what
that's
people. That's what's sought after. You don't like the
yes.
old boring.
Yes,
okay,
charismatic, energetic, like Hulk Hogan, Macho Man Randy Savage, two of the best examples of good guys from back in the day. I'm sure you know who they are. They're part of your era as well. So just to say like, ooh, yeah, dig it, like guys like that, then you got attached to those guys. But then now you have guys that are supposed to be good and the fans are booing them because that's just, it's just, you know what, it's just
changed,
their opinion, so everyone has their opinion and everyone shows it on screen and on TV, so it's pretty cool, man. So but honestly, like the revolutionizing of wrestling has changed over the years, and honestly it's never gonna die, and I think it's gonna change again and again and again throughout the years to come. So I'm just excited to see what happens in the future, man. So
I know, and I heard there's a lot of things that change, like this next thing. I heard a bit about next, but
NXT,
yeah.
NXT as like a developmental program that WWE has, that you start there and you make your name there, and then and if you're good enough to be on Raw or SmackDown, then they'll bring you up and stuff like that. But
it's like a tryout, right?
It's a tryout, but it's on TV. It's on the USA Network, and they're getting a lot of exposure. Like honestly, for me. NXT, I like NXT wrestling better than Monday Night Raw and SmackDown wrestling because it's two different. It's actual, like I like to watch. I'll sit down and I'll watch a great wrestling match. When a wrestling match is actual wrestling, like they're wrestling, not like making jokes, making people laugh and stuff like that. That's not that's entertaining, right? So to me, I love to watch a 20-minute back and forth wrestling match, flips and dives and going off the top rope, getting thrown off the cage.
Break that table in your head.
Exactly. You know what I mean? So, or getting slapped down on the live stream here kind of thing.
I used to laugh. When I used to watch old wrestling, I used to laugh. The things that they pull out, sledgehammers, ladders, belts, like just random props. So it was hilarious.
Well, you see how they do the sledgehammer. The sledgehammer, they'll hit you over here. Yeah. He puts his hand on the sledgehammer and then he hits with right here. So you're not hitting the guy with the sledgehammer off the head. Oh my God, you got a sledgehammer off the head. He's done. He's out of here. Like what the fuck? We just saw you with the hand like this. Like, but that's for the people that still don't believe, right? Because it's like I said, it's like the Easter Bunny and Santa Claus. People still believe, and that believing is always going to be there for everybody. So they have to just keep people believing, and that's it. And you're gonna have your casual fans, and you're gonna have fans like me that, even though like I don't like it sometimes watching it, I'll still watch it because I enjoy it, So
my brother was saying, who's your favorite wrestler?
My favorite wrestler right now, I have to say it's Le Champion, Chris Jericho.
Chris
Jericho is he's still around. He just had his 30-year anniversary actually on AEW. But just to see how he progressed from when he was in WCW to coming to WWE and going from the bottom and out to the top, and keep changing his persona and his character, so people are engaged with him. Because if you still, Hulk Hogan can't be Hulk Hogan forever. Remember when he went bad in the NWO and WCW when he started?
I remember NWO. That was one of my favorite parts. Yeah.
But you see, because of that, made you maybe come back into wrestling kind of thing, right? And get engaged with it. So that's what Chris Jericho does. He changes his character. He changes his thing. So that's why I like him. And he's honestly, like, he's a genius. He does music. He does podcasts. He's a wrestler. He does it all, man. And honestly, like, if one day if I could be like that, I'd be happy, man. That's for sure. So
we have some comments here. Sage says, "What's up?" And she also says, "Ange, what's your favorite color?"
Ooh, big question, Ange.
My favorite color is green. Green. What about you, Frank? What's your favorite color?
Well, you know what, Ange? I've never seen a green, from Billy Madison. I've never seen a green duck before, but or a blue duck. No, I'm a blue. I like blue because I'm a big New York Ranger fan for hockey.
You're a New York Rangers fan?
Yes.
Buddy, I have a bit of a stuff. You don't understand this.
We talked about this before. Everyone says, but Frank, you're from Montreal. You have to be a Montreal Canadiens fan. I go, no. I go, me in 1992 when Mark Messier got traded to the New York Rangers is where I started from with the New York
So
Rangers.
you're a big Lafreniere guy then. You're looking.
Oh, I can't wait to see him play. I can't wait to see him play. I'm very
Cardinals
excited about
just
this.
say the boxes are selling $200-$300 just for that guy, man. That's crazy.
Honestly, if like I said, if it wasn't for the pandemic, I would go watch a couple of games in New York. That's for sure, man. Like that's why I going back to like my job and everything is that because I like the freedom that I have. Because when if you work, you have weekends off, or you have two days a week off, but now it's like, wow, I have a month off, so I could literally schedule myself. And now it sucks because I would have went on a trip to Cuba, I would have went to New York and go see a couple. It's like I've been on a couple of podcasts and a couple of guys from New York are like, oh, when are you gonna come down? I'm like, well, obviously we're not allowed to go to the States right now, but if all this pandemic stuff is gonna be over, I just can't wait to go reach out to these people face to face, and go see them, and then obviously because they live in New York, I'll go watch a Ranger game and go see the sights and sounds of New York. Last time I've been to New York, I think it was about 10 years ago. I think.
Actually, Sage is from New York. That's the funny thing.
Wow!
From
Great. Buffalo. Well, we had the guy we just had on our show yesterday, Puff. He's actually from Buffalo, New York.
Okay.
Yeah. So what a small world.
And Buffalo in hockey, actually, Buffalo they're getting pretty good now. They got Taylor Hall. Yeah, I saw.
They got Taylor Hall and Jack Eichel's gonna destroy this year, man.
This year's gonna be interesting with hockey. That's all another subject.
Yeah. Because you know what, you never know what's gonna happen, right? With all this pandemic stuff, and I don't know,
These
man.
are things that we're gonna talk about on the Ange Hobby Show, guys.
That's it. Okay? That's it.
We'll save it for them. For those of you that don't know, is my second channel, which it's under construction, guys, slowly coming. I'll be doing much more streaming on there, Frank, because I don't know if you have StreamYard, Frank. Do you?
Yes, that's what we use, yeah.
Okay. Do you have a year membership?
I don't know. That's something that Bruno takes. I know that Bruno takes care of that, but we have to pay for the.
Okay, but did you pay in advance for a year, or do you pay per month?
I think we pay per month. If I'm not
okay,
mistaken.
I have to tell you something very important, bro. Okay. There's a Black Friday deal. I just got it. Okay. $96 American for the year.
For the years, it's worth it to get it for the year then.
Bro, $96. It comes up to 128 or something like that for the year.
Okay, and then per month is how much?
$20 a month American.
Okay, yeah. So then it is worth it then.
It comes up to if you calculate $20 American.
You have an Ange promo code I could use to.
Well, actually, Frank, what I wanted to tell you is that I think you have it too. It's a Black Friday deal. Go check it out.
So everyone, it's for everybody then. Okay, I'm gonna check that out.
Listen, it should be for you. I got an email, but it should be for you too.
Yeah, because we use it, and I know that we pay per month for that service. So I'm gonna check that out, man. Thanks, Ange. I appreciate that.
I pay per month. It's $25 American, which comes up to about $33 Canadian.
Yeah, so it's worth it to get it for the year. Then in the end,
if you're gonna pay like that,
a couple of bucks,
$330 plus.
And plus, we know we're gonna be doing this. We don't know. We're gonna a year from now. I'm still gonna be doing this, so it is worth it.
Exactly.
Yeah,
and you're right. I have a second channel, so I now have unlimited, so I could do it on here and the second channel. Plus, I have memberships.
Okay. So you could use it for another channel as well.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Wow. So that's a good advantage. I'm gonna. I know. Select the Brew is listening to everything right now, so I'm sure he's jotting this down.
Well, there you go.
We're gonna think about that for sure.
You could even split it or something. You could make
it is worth it. It is worth it. Yeah.
No, the only thing though I noticed, because it's called what do you call it? StreamYard Element. You see at the top it says StreamYard.
Yeah.
That apparently it stays there. I tried to remove it, but it says with this package, but does it really matter, honestly, that it says StreamYard at the top? You know what I mean?
No.
So
who cares?
Exactly.
Unless people know you're using StreamYard.
The money to pay for regular. But so check it out. The deal. That's what I want to tell you. But it's expiring in a few days, Frank. So check it out.
So I'm gonna get on top of it tonight. Actually, yeah. For sure.
It's one of those things like take an hour, it goes away. It's a Black Friday.
Okay. Okay.
So we're actually transitioning good into my last question. Actually, second to last question.
Perfect.
I was asking you how the pandemic affected your brand. So you were talking a bit about hockey. You couldn't go see games, but for Jofo, how has it affected you? Good or bad?
I'm gonna say right now. The first wave. Remember the first time we went in shutdown?
Yeah.
We were all nervous, like because maybe not for me because I think we just started Jofo on the ring, right? But it was just before the first wave, so more for the Jofo podcast because they were getting guests coming to the studio, right? they didn't more or less. I don't think we've ever done the guest off of StreamYard or Zoom or wherever you get your things, right? So it's like, oh wow, what's gonna happen? But honestly, I'm gonna say it was probably the best thing that ever happened to Jofo, because we got together, we sat around the table. Yeah. What are we gonna do now? This is what we have to do. Let's get it done, and that's it. You know, and we made a game plan, and honestly, I gotta say, it was probably and I was still on the Jofo podcast YouTube channel for like our episodes, and to say that the subscriptions were going higher, because think of it, you're home now. You know what I mean? Like we weren't working, so now you have extra time to message somebody, hey, subscribe to my channel, or hey, come check out my stuff. You know, so you're social networking a lot more now, and like I said, it really helped our brand grow. It sucks to say, because of this pandemic, it helped us, but I have to say it that way because that's exactly what happened. And a lot of people that I have interviewed over the course of this pandemic on Jofo in the Ring have told me, like Danny Limelight and guys that Joey Casada and Sexy Eddie, all these guys have said, because of the pandemic, things are going a lot better for us, because your social media game, it's either your social media game is gonna grow or it's gonna stay stagnant. And if it grows because of the pandemic, because everybody's home, it's basically, everyone's home, everyone's on their phones, so cater to those people.
The first lockdown was, I would get like 35 people actively watching. It was crazy. But then school starts, and then
that's
there's a bit less
exactly.
viewership because the younger kids are in school, this, that, whatever, which is totally acceptable. Look, if you want to go do your homework, go do your homework. You know what I mean?
Of course.
So, but now there's the second wave. And you know what's funny? I was at a comedy show, actually, straight out of Montreal. Shout out to them. Sid Coular and Claudio. Shout out to you guys. And Amarez, Amarez.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
He was saying, he goes, you know what? I was thinking about watching this show. I don't know if it was Black Mirror or whatever. He goes, you know what? I'll watch it if there's a second wave. And lo and behold, there's a second wave, man. Unbelievable, Wow. It's crazy.
But you know what? Like, you just have it's up to you. You're either gonna go sit in the corner and sulk and say, "Oh, there's a pandemic. What am I gonna do?" Or take advantage of it in a sense to say, "Hey, I'm home and now I'm not working 8 hours somewhere. I could be doing something productive for the brand, or I could do 2-3 podcasts in a day, bank them, and I'll have the rest of the month off. Or I'll you take Facebook, I'll take Instagram, and you take Twitter, and we all hit it hard, and let's get some followers. Let's get people to know who Jofo Podcast is, who Jofo in the Ring is. So it's a strategy that we started, and honestly, I don't regret doing it, and it's helping both our podcasts getting to the next level. And I like where we're heading right now. Like I said, like we're almost at 200 subscribers, and it's a hustle, man. Like I don't have to explain it to you. Like I remember when you started, you know what I mean. Now look where you're at right now, and honestly, it's honestly very, very humbling to see that for you, man. And I'm very happy for you too as well. And it takes time, it takes work, and you can't just sit on your ass and do nothing, right?
People taught me a lot of stuff. Like
there you go. That's it.
When it comes to networking and stuff, like people taught me along the way. Shout out to all those people. They did help me along the way. The viewers helped me. I mean, like there's things I don't know how to do, and they're like, "Do this." So shout out to them. I can't name them all, guys. There's too many.
Yeah, there's a podcast that we usually collaborate with. They're from New York. They're called the Dirty Heels. And he shouted us out on a podcast saying he said that Jofo in the Ring, they're great guys because his production value like he wanted to get to take the next level on the production value, right? Because I'm sure a lot of people, they see us and they say like, wow, look what's going on over there, like look at this production value. And I'm very proud. That's one thing, Ange, that I'm very proud of, is our production value. That puts us on a pedestal above a lot of people, man, and that's where we're gonna make it because of our production value. And he asked me one day, he goes, "Oh, what do you use, and how do you do this, and how you do that?" And I clearly I go, "Hey, this is how I do my stuff. If you want to do it like this, do it like this. If you do it off your phone, use this, use that, and if you do it on your laptop, use this, use that." He goes, and he has 2 times as much subscribers, 2 times as much views as me. And he's shouting me out, saying that if it wasn't for Jofo in the ring, they wouldn't be where they are today. And like I said, like if I can help one person, and he tells another person, and then that person comes back to see me and watches me because of that, hey, then that's great for everybody, right? So
Yeah.
it's
Awesome.
a network. It's all networking, right? So, and you can't be afraid to help people, because then you're going to be that bitter guy and say, if I help this guy, he's going to get more views than me. It can't be that way.
Yeah.
It can't be that way. I think that's, I know there's a lot of people out there.
Oh,
Like
yeah,
that.
yeah,
You
yeah.
know that.
Jealousy
I know
is a
that.
huge thing, Frank.
You know
Jealousy
what I mean? So,
huge.
and I feed off that jealousy. I love when people say you can't do it and everything. Say, oh yeah, I can't do it. No problem. I'm gonna do it 10 times better than you even thought I was gonna do it. So it motivates me, and I'm sure it motivates you. And that's how we get to where we're gonna be in the future.
I could personally say that, like I would consider myself a COVID baby.
Yeah.
So like I started during the pandemic, right? I saw the opportunity with the virus. That I said there's a lot of content to make, and I just came out of another project which was eBay. So I stopped eBay. I had a lot of time. And what's up? Nick Cash is in the building. Hi, man.
Nick Cash.
He's from India. This guy. Imagine.
Oh wow.
I don't even know what time it is there, but it's pretty late.
Let's see.
Shout out to you, Nick Cash.
Nick Cash. I have real Divya, a wrestler from India. I don't know if you know her. She's one of the big women's wrestlers from India. We just interviewed her, and we're gonna have her. We're gonna air that in a couple of weeks. Frank talks
a member of the channel. Shout out to Nick.
He to the tracks. Trolling me now. The tables have turned.
Y'all are still live. Frank Jofo, can you please perform at the second annual Ange TV show?
Hey, no problem, man. If Ange wants me there, I'll be there. No problem.
Listen. We're actually having a fan award. Hey, what's up? Leonard Gaming is in the building. We're actually having a fan award for season 2, which is season 2 is September 1st till the end of December.
Okay.
So we're thinking right before Christmas, we're gonna have a fan award. We're looking for entertainers, actually. Okay. We have one guy that sang last year. He's coming back. He has a Christmas song coming out.
Okay. Okay, you're looking for people that want to sing, or let's say comedians and stuff. Because I'm sure you could.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like whether it's a comedian, whether it's a singer.
Well, we got some I would say ask D Rasa, but I'm not friends with that guy anymore. But there's a good guy that we know, Dev Dibs. He's a rapper. If you want to get in touch with him, yeah, of course, yeah, he's from Montreal. Very good rap artist. Like I said, I have the beef with D Ras and everything, but he's a great singer as well. They usually do things together and separately as well. But yeah, they're very good. Comedians, there's a pile of comedians that you know. That's what I'm saying. So So, but if you want rap guys, I could reach out to them for sure and ask them to reach out to you if you really want them to come. So,
okay, that's
good
cool.
Guys. They've done a lot of things for Jofo podcast. They've supported us as well, and we've helped them out with a lot of stuff too on the side. Like we said, we had Jofo Jam last year.
I know
we were supposed to have it this year, but because of the pandemic, so now we're planning on having a big one, Jofo Mania, Jofo Jam, Jofo Mania with wrestling, comedy, and singing as well, like rappers and stuff like that. And a big venue, so that announcement will be coming probably at the end of January, probably around that.
That's
time.
what I wanted to ask you about your projects. So you got the Jofo Jam.
Yeah, we got Jofo Jam probably in the summer of 2021, if the pandemic is obviously over, which hopefully it is. So that, and we have somebody. We have what am I gonna say? A guy that's coming on. We have another. How can I say it, Bruno? Another analyst, another specialist coming on to join us in Jofo in the Ring. So a third member on the crew, actually fourth member with Bruno, but a third member to do podcasts with. That's actually a little bit of a surprise. So that's just a little bit of a teaser. But he is actually an actual wrestler that wrestles in Canada, and he was and he is still to this day the longest reigning Canadian champion.
Wow!
Right now, so yeah, he's going to be joining us on our team very shortly. You're going to see some teasers and stuff for him to see who it is, but I'm sure a lot of people are going to know who he is when he does join us. So yeah, I'm very excited.
So Nick Cash said that he knows the wrestler that you're talking about.
Oh, who is it? Who is it? Let me know. We'll see. I'll never admit to it.
And Ryocat said,
Oh, he knows about Divya. Okay,
yeah, he
okay.
knows about Divya. And Ryocat says, what the best country, Asian or Europe? He means what's the better continent?
What's the better content? Okay, well, I don't know. I'm sure you have family in Europe too, like me. We're Italian, right? But I've never been to. I'd love to go to China. That's one thing I'd love to do too. But we'll see. Maybe we'll do a live Ange TV show and Jofo in the Ring live in Asia or China or something.
No.
You never know, Ange.
Hey, Gurunandan is in the building. How are you?
Oh,
He's from India
what's
as well.
happening? What?
Gurunandan, listen,
What's going on,
come on,
buddy?
bring all your friends from India. Bring them all.
Nice.
Welcome, sir. How are you? I know it's 7:44 a.m. where you guys are from. That's
Yeah,
cool.
it's,
Thank you for coming. I really appreciate it.
Yeah.
Noor has a question. Okay, I don't know if you could answer this. Maybe you could. I have a question about why sometimes we get lower reviews on some posts because I'm social media. I like, for example, I have on Snapchat 31K, the highest views,
Wow.
400K, but today in my story I got 92K. Okay, so that's basically
maybe-
talking about Snapchat.
Yeah, but is it do you do is there hashtags in that too, or because I know that in Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, if you don't put hashtags, the chances of it getting to other people is it's very low, right? So that's why they put hashtags, right? So I don't know how it works on Snapchat, but I presume maybe it's certain things you have to write in the descriptions, maybe, or the hashtags that you use get to certain people. Like it's like on Monday night. Monday night is Monday Night Raw. So if I do a post, I put WWE Raw because it's trending worldwide, right?
Yeah.
So it's easier to get to different people, right? But if I write Friday Night SmackDown and it's Monday, it's not gonna get to the people I wanted to get to, right? Because it's Monday and I'm putting something for Friday, right? So maybe that is. But Snapchat, I'm very interested in Snapchat. I'm gonna check that out too. Snapchat, yeah.
But I'll give you an example. Thanksgiving, guys. I was looking at a Thanksgiving post to put on my story, and you know what I do? I go to hashtag Thanksgiving. So there you go. If I go and look at it, you know how many other people go look there?
Of course, 100%, exactly.
Put a hashtag. That's all I'm talking. I tell you guys, put 3 hashtags on your YouTube video.
Yeah.
All the time.
Hashtags are very important, yeah.
You could put 3 under your title on YouTube, and as well, you could go to besthashtag.com, copy paste the best hashtag for the category that you want to talk about, and then put it in the description. It's gonna help.
Us, we have the hashtag we usually use to find us for Joe Ring is Wrestling is Life, one word hashtag, and then the other 2 hashtags we usually put like, let's say the guest's name or the topic we're talking about, right? But usually every time what I use on every single post, every single social media platform, YouTube, Twitter, everything, Wrestling is Life. So if you want to find us anywhere on any platform, hashtag Wrestling is Life. That's where you can find us.
So Nikash Productions, he said, world's largest lockdown was conducted by India, where he lives. 1.73 billion people.
Holy moly.
But it's getting very bad over there. Let me tell you.
You know what? It is getting very bad over there. What was that?
In India, there's slums. There's a lot of areas with
1.73 billion people, Ange. That's crazy.
That's how many people I think he said are in lockdown, but there's more people in India. There's a lot of people, and it's a huge population, dude.
Yeah.
And you know what? We you know, like a lot. We how do I say this? We fail to see that. Like a lot of people forget about India.
We take it for granted.
The's a lot of people there.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you look at the number
and everything,
T series, it's an Indian channel.
I'll check that out.
So, you know, if you're not catering to the Indians, you're missing out, man. You know. Noor said, talking about all social media, like for example, I have 31,000 followers and Snapchat, but I got a lot of views. I just usually my highest 400K. I'm talking about. Okay, let me explain you that question over there.
Yeah.
Let me explain you something. Okay. I know that there's people on TikTok with 150,000 followers. And then on Instagram, they have 1,000 followers.
Okay.
So I found that very weird. And I asked somebody, what is that? And apparently on TikTok, it's very easy to get followers. That's what I heard.
Really?
You know, there's different reasons. It's shared a lot on TikTok. It's shared a lot. It's not only is it shared on TikTok, it's shared on Instagram. It's a big place to be for
you see, that's the difference, right? So if you're able to share these social media platforms on different social media platforms, it's a lot easier. Like it's hard to share something on from Facebook to Twitter, but it's a lot easier to share something from TikTok to Instagram. So the advantage is to be on those ones, right? But sometimes, like I said, like I'm not a big fan of Instagram. We still put out the same, like the content we put out on Twitter and Facebook goes on Instagram as well. But I'm more of a Twitter and Facebook guy. Like I
Twitter is
love
actually
Twitter.
really big. I wanted to
I
tell
love
you,
Twitter's an it's its own animal.
I just forget about it.
crazy. It's a crazy world on Twitter, man. You get lost in it sometimes, man. People are crazy, man. They're nuts, man.
Goran,
Just-
today is my brother's birthday. His name is Sri Hari.
Hey, happy birthday!
Sri Hari.
Happy birthday, buddy.
And that's the bottom line, because Stone Cold said so.
What the hell is that? That's Bruno.
How could I get copyrighted? I know, but I'm talking about why we get a low views than usual. Depends of the day. Depends what time you put it out there. There's a lot of things that, there's a lot. Don't feel bad when you don't get a lot of views. Nor
the title too. Maybe sometimes the title. Maybe it's not. It doesn't catch that algorithm or something. It's a lot of things.
Look, if I give you a tip, Nor, put something that people are talking about that's trending.
Yeah,
You have a better chance of seeing it. Understand?
8 to the tracks.
8 to the track says Miliki India. So hello, Gurunandan and Nakash. 8 to the tracks would like to meet you guys. Okay, he really loves India. Okay?
Yeah, he's a good guy. Honestly, 8 to the tracks gets portrayed like an animal, but he's got a big heart, man. He's a good guy, man. He's a good guy.
Second largest population in the world, so more people. Yeah.
Yeah, no kidding.
It does. It is. Yes, it is the second. The first is China, obviously.
Yeah.
8 to the track says, okay, I beepin swear, does it get demonetized? Listen, I will, either way, I'm going to request a review, okay? So whatever happens tonight, actually, you guys, you know what? Just for fun, let's go see if this is monetized. Let's go
check it out.
Maybe take a chance and hope this is monetized. But guys, after an hour and 20 minutes of potty mouths, what? This video is not being monetized. Oh my god, let's see. Oh god, are you kidding me? Okay.
It's Claudio Capri's fault.
Yeah. Oh my god, that was funny, man. That was funny. Oh my god. Okay, let me go back to the stream here. I'm getting lost over here. I'm still sad my account got deleted. I think Zapar did it. Okay, we got some more beef around now. McNikram is saying that Zapar. Hey, McNikram's in the building, by the way. How are you, McNikram?
McNikram is in the building.
We have Frank Jofo here. Okay, you think it's Zapar? Could be. Who knows?
Could be. So there's a beef between Zapar and McNikram.
Yes, there's a long-standing beef between Zapar and McNikram.
What are you doing to these guys, Ange? What are you making these people do, man? You savage.
I don't know what I put in the panettone, but
oh my god! No,
they said somebody reported it. Okay, wait. Which one are you talking about? I'm still sad. Okay, McNikram, are you talking about your YouTube account or Instagram account? I think it was your Instagram account that got deleted, right? I'm not sure.
McNikram.
Anyways, guys, if you have any more, wait. Hey, McNikram, I hope Zapar owns you. Team Zapar. Okay, guys, if you have your Instagram got deleted. Okay. Well, you have another Instagram though, McNikram, right? Don't you have another one? Anyways, guys, if you have any last-minute questions for Frank Jofo, the guy, he's $100 an hour, eh? So say it now. Okay, 8
First
to the
one's
tracks,
free, Ange.
you're a weirdo.
Free.
Okay, guys, okay.
Okay, here we go. See what you did, Ange.
Oh, my God. Listen, McNikram, maybe there's a way you could appeal your account going down. I don't know.
Yeah,
I know you have other Instagram accounts. I reported McNikram's Instagram 4 times. Yes, but I that one that had 4,000 followers.
Yeah, not that one.
McNikram, listen, I'm not saying that this is the case, but it could be. Will you come to India, Frank?
Hey, you know what? Honestly, I'm ready to travel. Honestly, once this pandemic is done, honestly, I want to go. These are the places I want to go. I want to go to New York. I want to go to California. I want to go to India. I've never been. I've never thought of going. But hey, since you brought it up, I would love to go check it out. Because why not? And
wear a
China,
mask.
yeah, and China. But no, but once this pandemic is over, everything's gonna go back to normal sooner or later. You know, like we have to look to the future, right? So yeah, India is probably another one of them too. China as well. And yeah, that's it.
We have another question, Frank. Do you know Rich Life Productions by any chance?
Rich Life Productions is it's like the it's the production company that Bruno started back in the day. If you click on those Rich Life Productions and Rich Life Sound, They have hundreds of thousands of views on there because Bruno used to do music back in the day, like podcasts, but just music, no video.
So mega shout out to Rich Life Productions.
Yeah,
guys.
Rich Life Productions. That's Bruno because he doesn't dabble into that now because he's got enough work on his plate right now. Okay. And I didn't unlock the shackles on his ankle bracelet yet, so he's chained to the desk right now, so he can't move.
So his question, Frank, is: would Frank Jofo do a podcast with Guido Grasso?
I'm not a big fan of Guido Grasso. Like honestly,
I got a second. I see this Guido Grasso thing often. What's this joke with? Is it an inside joke?
I just don't like him. I just don't like him. He's not funny, honestly. He honestly, like I hear stories of with him and Claudio and stuff like that, and I honestly I'm a big believer of Claudio, and I like him. Like he's a very good friend, and I respect the guy. I respect the guy. I don't want to fight Guido Grasso or anything. I just honestly like he's a comedian.
Yeah.
Hey Frank, is Guido Grasso funny? I would never pay to go see Guido Grasso. I'm not a big fan of him. Like I watch him on the Intellectuals because I like Pantelis, on Pantelis Comedy on YouTube, and I like Poseidon. I like their how they work, and they've been on the Jofo podcast as well. Jofo podcast has been on their podcast. Great guys. Like honestly, Pantelis is probably the top in Montreal
I'm gonna
right
be honest.
now. Like honestly, I love him.
One of the big podcasters, like one of the upcoming, for sure. Pantelis is one of those.
Oh yeah, 100%.
And you know what? When you do it full time, then I respect you even more.
That's what I'm saying. So, like, honestly, I respect him a lot, but to the point where, like, he has Guido Grasso there, it's like he's doing him a favor to me. Like, that's my opinion. but would I ever go pay to see Guido Grasso do comedy? Like, never. I would never do that. Even if I had a free ticket, I'd give it away.
I've never met him. I
don't think he's funny. I never met him too, but just the way, like, it's just like my opinion. Like, if I like somebody, I'm the type of person that if I like you, I'll tell you. If I don't like you, I won't watch your stuff. I won't be like, hey, like screw you, like. But I watch Pantelis because I like to listen to Pantelis and Poseidon. But unfortunately, Guido Grasso is on there, so kind of bides me into say like I don't want to see Guido Grasso. More Pantelis, more Pantelis, less Guido Grasso. Por
but
favor.
He's on that show with Pantelis.
They do a show called The Intellectuals. It's it's a show. I think it's once a week. It's about an hour show. It airs every Wednesday at 8:00. And there was an episode yesterday. I think they're on their 6th episode. Those two, Poseidon and Guido Grasso. But Pantelis has been doing this for years. He's like it's where you want to be in the podcast game, like Pantelis. So that's where I'm striving to be, like him and like his brand. And everything. That's where we want to bring our stuff to get to that level. Like Pantelis Comedy, because he has Mike Ward as well under his belt, under his wing.
Yeah, that's
very good friends.
He was on the Joe Rogan podcast.
Exactly, and Pantelis and Mike Ward are on the Joe Rogan podcast. So it's just talking to the guy face to face and knowing that he was on the Joe Rogan podcast, the podcast of all podcasts, is very like it's insane. So like I said, that's where I'm mimicking our brand to theirs because I want to succeed just as much as they are. So
Nora McGravy says, "Does Jofo have Snapchat account? Can they add me?"
No, I don't have Snapchat, but I have Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. I have TikTok. We have a Twitch, but there's nothing on it. But we have an account as well. We have a website to buy merchandise and stuff like that. I was even thinking, Ange, we should do a gift exchange. We'll buy one of your shirts and you could buy one of ours, kind of thing.
Yeah, that would be cool, man.
So we have a merch store as well, and so everything, like I said, if whatever social media, the only one we don't have right now is Snapchat. So if you go on any other social media platform, just write Jofo in the Ring, one word, or separately Jofo in the Ring. You're gonna find us. We're everywhere.
Nikash said India is cheap. $1 equals 72 rupees in India. Hey, what? We have a
Zapar.
Mr. Zapar. Thank you very much for the donation. So Nikash is saying that India is cheap. $1 equals 72 rupees. Okay. And then Noor said, "What about Jerusalem, Palestine?" I think that she's asking whether you're gonna go to Jerusalem, Palestine.
Well, like I said, like honestly, like if it wasn't for the pandemic right now, not to say like okay, like I'm getting a lot of stuff done during this pandemic, but to say like I've been off for the last month and a half, so I'm going back to work for another month now. But this whole month, I would have went to maybe like Cuba or something just to relax or something like that, or New York, California, just like a couple of days just to get out of this city. Like I'm sometimes I get fed up of Montreal, but like then obviously I love it because it's where I come from, right? But I like to explore, I like to do things, and this pandemic is really holding me down right now. But once it's done, yeah, maybe I'll come to Jerusalem. We'll see. I'll keep you guys informed. No
Okay,
worry
I thought
about that.
that was the United Arab Emirates, but I think it's a Jerusalem flight.
We're allowed to go there, right?
I think so.
Yeah, if we're allowed to go, I'll
Unless
go. No problem.
you're from Jerusalem, and then they're gonna make you do the military.
No, thank you.
Because you got to do the military there.
Really?
Gurnan said, my new video is coming out tomorrow. Subject is Kizadi. Okay, I'm not sure who Kizadi is, but guys, check out Gurnan.
Check that out for sure.
Go check him out. Zapar is in the building.
Zapar.
He's a member of this channel as well, guys. Okay, hate it or love it, Zapar is so much cooler than, I'll say it, Dick Nykrum. Okay. Oh my God. Listen, I had a great time, Frank. Tonight, bro. Listen, I don't think we've ever had a conversation like this. I think the first actual conversation I had with you was maybe on the StreamYard one time. I
remember that one time you called me. I was on the boat. Remember, on Facebook or on Instagram or something like that. Remember, a long time ago, something happened with one of your videos, and you wanted me to ask you. You were asking me something about it, and to the point where you were asking me, I didn't even know much about all this stuff to begin with. So just look how far we've come. You know, yourself and myself. You know what I mean? Like that. Like I said, I was very excited for you to ask me to come on the show, and honestly, like. I'm very happy to be on the show, and I hope I could come back again and just tell everybody what's going on with Jofo in the Ring and the Ange TV show, you know. And maybe one day if you want to come talk some wrestling, you know where to find us. You could come to Jofo in the Ring. It's no problem.
And, like I said, guys, the Ange Hobby Show. If you're not subscribed to it, go to the Ange Hobby Show. Go subscribe. A lot of stuff coming soon. Okay, a lot of commentary coming soon. Hockey's gonna start. It's right around the corner.
Nice.
Wrestling we're gonna look at because I know a lot of people like wrestling's huge. WWE is
for sure. Whenever you need some help, Ange, with that, or you want me to come as a guest or talk something or an audio, video, whatever you want, man, I'm there for you, buddy. No problem.
No problem. Okay, he said Kizadi is ancient city in India. Tamil Nasu. Okay, cool. Cool, Gurnandan. Okay, I'm gonna look at that. Just hi, sexy boy. Boo boo tracks.
Boo boo tracks. Fucking Jess Sorrell, eh?
Oh my God, Jess Sorrell is like the most loyal. You know what?
Yeah.
Jess Sorrell, we're having the Ange Fan Awards season 2.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, you have a good chance at the most loyal fan.
Yeah. Okay? I'm gonna make sure she wins. Don't worry, Jess. Don't worry about that.
You guys, the most loyal fan ended up being a bot. So it was this girl, Linda E1111. She was like a YouTube bot.
Man.
You learn, eh? You live and you learn.
You live and you learn, exactly.
There was actually 2 people last year that were bots that won awards. Big Spooky B, you know that guy, that big guy that said he could see ghosts?
Yeah.
And Linda, they were both bots. They tricked me for a year. Not a year, but maybe like 6 months. It was so funny.
God.
Oh, man. Hopefully this year we have some real winners. We're going to have to verify you. Now we're going to have to give you a COVID test. We have to verify you.
Oh, man.
Anyways, like I said, Frank, thank you very much for coming. I had a great time. Guys,
my pleasure,
this video, for those of you that are watching, will be available. There's going to be a replay available, right? So check it out. Thank you very much, everybody that came here from India, United States, Asia, Palestine. That's a new one. But anyways, actually, I didn't know she was from Palestine, Norma Grabi. I'm just finding out right now. Should I only have Snapchat and YouTube? Okay. Thank you very much, guys. Today we're Thursday, which means tomorrow, guys, is the daily briefing. Now, I changed my daily briefing, Frank. I do Monday, Wednesday, and Friday daily briefing. Okay. But it doesn't mean you're not going to get a live stream on a Thursday.
Okay.
So today was just like a bonus.
Oh, okay. So, okay, because it was Thanksgiving and, okay.
Well, yeah. No, it's because I had you as a guest. That's why.
Okay, because you had a guest. Okay.
Before I changed the rules. So,
okay.
The whole point is, okay, Nikesh said, Frank, you should come to India. They really like you, Frank.
For sure. Honestly, I'm like I said, once all this pandemic is done, I'm gonna be traveling, man. Honestly, man, and I like to meet new people and see what they like, and honestly, if I could bring some joy to some people, why not?
Exactly. By the way, Nikash and everybody else that's meeting Frank Jofo, click the link that's pinned to the top of the chat. It's the Jofo in the Ring link. Watch their videos, guys. You know what to do. Like, comment, subscribe, and hit that bell. Just like ding, ding, ding. You know when you do when somebody's finished.
That's it.
When, wrestling and you win. There you go. What's up, Ange? Sorry I'm late. Hey, Caden Plays in the building. Another member. What's up, bro? This is Frank Jofo. I need you to go to Jofo in the Ring. The link is pinned to the top. Click it. Go like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you very much for your support, sir. We are now ending the broadcast. I just thanked Frank for coming. Frank Jofo. He's in charge of Jofo in the Ring, which is a brand that's like he's branching out from Jofo podcast, guys.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So everybody take care. Patricia Weatherington just came in. She says, hi, guys. Thank you for coming from everywhere around the world. You guys are awesome. Keep coming to the live stream. Keep being an Ange fan. Keep being a Jofo fan. And we'll definitely have Frank back sometime in the new year. Okay, guys? And maybe I'll be on his show. Who knows, guys?
Yeah, for sure.
Lots more to come. Okay, guys? All right, guys. Take care for tonight.
Bye-bye.
Ciao. Like I always say. Ciao. Ciao, ciao, ciao. Bye. Bye, bye. Ciao, ciao.